It says it's a parallelogram. That means your sides across from each other are congruent. So we're going to start by setting these two equal to each other. We're going to have 5x minus 1 equals 19. We're going to set the ones across from each other congruent. Now, I don't want this to take forever. We have other stuff to do today. So I'm going to kind of be your calculator for a lot of this. You would put 5x minus 1 in the first little box, and then y equals 19 in the second little box. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we've been doing this all year, okay? You're going to get x equals 4. Just so this doesn't take forever, I'm going to kind of be your calculator. But you put that in the first box, that in the second box.
You said for y in the second box?
Yes, y equals 19. All right, now I'm going to take that 4 and plug it in right here for x so I can see how long this side is. What you would put in your calculator is 6 times what? 4, and then plus 6. If you type that in, you are going to get 30. Again, I'm just sort of being your calculator right now to speed things up. All right, but if you type that in your calculator, you're going to get 30. And then you can set these two equal to each other. Again, the ones across from each other are congruent. So 3y equals 30. Does anyone know what y would be? 3 times what is going to give you 30? I'm just throwing it out there. 10. Good job. All right, that's it for the first one. All right, parallelogram. The angles across from each other are congruent. So we're going to set x plus 3 equal to 106. You have these ones across from each other. So x plus 3 equals 106. If you type that in the calculator, you're going to get 103. Now, I can't set these two equal to each other because one has a y and one has a z. And I don't know what either of those things are. But if this is 106, if I do 180 minus 106, I'm going to get what this one is worth. So what is that going to be? 180 minus 106 is going to be 74. I'm just sort of being your calculator there. But if I do 180 minus this one, I'm going to get this one. And then I can set these both equal to 74. So I'm going to do 3y minus 10 equals 74. And 2z plus 8 equals 74. And here, I'll type one of them in for you just for the sake of showing you how it works. When you type these in your calculator, I know these equations say y and z, but what letter are we going to use so that it'll work? Yeah, we're going to have to use x or nothing's going to show up. All right, so you just always have to use x. Whatever letter of the alphabet it says, you're going to use x. So that first one is 3y minus 10. I'm just going to do 3x minus 10. And then I'm going to do y equals 74. And I'm going to zoom out until I get all the way up to 74. Click on the intersection. We'll get the answer eventually, if I can eventually get to 74. There we go. All right, so y is 28. And then here I'll do the one for z. It says 2z plus 8, but I'm going to type 2x plus 8. And then still 74, and then that one gives us 33. So z is 33. I already forgot what y was. What did I get when I did y? Is it 28? Did anyone write it down or listen? Yeah. What was y? Was it 28? Is that okay? There we go. Because I did both of them. But you're just going to do 180 minus 106. I got 74. Bless you. And then I set these both equal to 74. Just put it in the calculator. All right. In my opinion, those are the two hardest questions. We got them out of the way first. Things get easier the further you go through the flow chart. So now we're down to rhombuses. So find x, y, and z for this rhombus. The ones each other are going to be congruent. I realize that. But just verbally, what is z going to equal then? Yeah, z is 102. X and y are going to be the same thing. What would I get those? Same as I did in the last problem, how I got that 74. Yeah, 180, good, minus 102. which is going to be 78. And so if y is 78, x is also 78. Cool, that's it for that one. All right, we're going to find all of the missing stuff here for the rhombus. You get to repeat a lot of numbers. If this is 28, then what's x? 28, those are the same. And then same with the ones across from them. So this is 28 and y is also 28. If on this quiz you end up repeating the same numbers over and over again, don't second guess yourself. Or if you absolutely lose your mind and you don't know what to put the same thing for all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good guess, right? Now, how many 28s do you see here? There's 4 of them, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in the calculator. Instead of typing 28 plus 28 plus 28 plus 28, what's a faster way for me to type that? Yeah, times 4. I mean, I guess you could do 28 plus 28 plus 28. Anyway, 28 times 4. Now, who remembers what they should all add up to the whole way around? 360. Good, because it's bigger than a triangle. So I'm going to do 360 minus the 112 I just got. I got 248. And then I have to split that 4 ways. All right, so I'm going to take my 248 and divide it by 4. All the rest of the angles are 62. All right, so when we go back to our picture, everything else is going to be 62. So this is 62, W is 62, Z is 62. So you times it by 4, because there's 4 of them, subtract it from 360, and then you divide that by 4. You want to split it 4 ways. Yeah.
Can you go back to the decimal?
Yeah. So I took the 28 and times it by 4. That gave me 112. The whole total should be 360. So I subtracted it from 360. And then I got that number and divided it into 4. And that gives me each of the other 4. So they were all 62. All right. Find the value of x for the rectangle. If this is 78, right here is also 78. And how much is a corner worth for a rectangle? 90. So I would do 90 minus 78. So what's that going to be? 12? A corner is 90 degrees. So I just did 90 minus 78, got 12. That's it. That one's easy. All right. Find the value of AC. So that's from here to here. Given that BD is 25. All right. Please don't overthink this. If from B to D is 25, what is from A to C? It's 25. Okay. And yes, there is one like that on your. I made this look exactly like your quiz. Please don't overthink those ones. Right. And the hardest ones we did were the first 2. All right, 2 specific things for a square. You know what a square is. What do you know about the sides of a square? They're all equal. All right, all sides, I'm going to say congruent, because that's the word we use in geometry, but equal, yeah. Square, all the sides are the same. And then what do you know about the angles of a square? They are all what? They're all corners. They're all 90. So all angles are 90 degrees. You know what a square is. Don't second guess yourself, okay? And if you read an answer choice that doesn't make any sense and you've never heard of it, then that's not the answer, all right? If you read one and you're like, what on earth is that? That's not the answer then, okay? Square means all the sides are the same and you have 4 corners that are 90. All right, given this square, ABCD, BC is 18. All right, so from here to here is 18. I have to cut that in half to get each piece of this. So if you cut 18 in half, what is that going to give you? 9. So each one of these is 9. And so from B to E is 9. All right, now we're going to do the angles. You just told me over here, all the angles of a square are 90, and they've all been cut in half. If you cut 90 in half, they're literally all 45. If you want to write them, I mean, every square, Miss Cole, yes, every square on planet Earth. All the corners are 90. You split them in half, they're 45. So when it says BEA, and here I'll highlight, maybe. Oh, you know what? BEA is one of the ones in the middle. Do you see this? If I connect B to E to A, that's this one in the middle. Those are actually also 90. You get those ones in the middle that are 90. And then ADB, let me see, where's A? A, and if I connect to D and then connect to B, I'm trying to highlight it so you can see it. How much is that one worth? ADB is 45.